haven't done a video in a while. Sorry that I haven't posted anything for over a month. A lot of things are happening, a lot of things are going on, and I just sometimes I slacked off, but I'm here now, so that's all that matters. I wanted to talk about the recent events after the Charlottesville incident or protest, right, or whatever you want to call it. I wanted to bring into attention that there has been, and I've seen this for like decades, well, not decades, but a couple years now, to where the face of black activism is black women, and it's reinforced because most of our so-called black media outlets are run by black women. And so of course, Ebony, Essence, For Harriet, and Hello Beautiful, they're going to push this narrative that black women have been riding and dying for decades, and black men are falling or are weak. And this was somewhat brought up during the Corin Gaines situation, to where Black Lives Matter supposedly took a break, and there was no marching, there was no anything for her, and all the black women were like, where the black men at? And I was like, where was Black Lives Matter? They were riding for all these black men, and like, tell me, like, there was no patriarchy calling the lesbians and gays of Black Lives Matter to say, oh well, don't ride for Corin Gaines. She's a thug lover. She was belligerent, and it was like but we'll give you the heads up when the next black boy gets shot and killed by a police officer. Like, this didn't go on. But anyways, the issue that I have is that while black women are the face of activism, black men are like the coons. We see this big push of coons saying the dumbest shit or the darndest things. And so, we have viral videos of coons doing the most. From that Giano Caldwell, with his crying, and people kind of forgotten that he's actually a coon. But it'll take a while for him to get back up. But he's not a coon again, anyways. This was the same dude who was talking about how healthcare needed to, not healthcare, but Obamacare needed to be taken out, and Trump is going to fix it, and he got trashed with his debate over Obamacare on the Roland Martin show. And so there was another one where he's debating some other random black guy over Kaepernick, and he's like, well, Kaepernick is just a bench player, you can't, he's just doing this for attention. It's like, are we really doing this? Like, are we really going to just throw away the importance of protesting and boycotting the NFL just for, just to entertain some silly idea or notion that, oh well, this is all just publicity. He's an awful player, and that's what it is. It's like, whatever. And we see this viralization of the coon, of black men, looking like assholes. looking like doing the most with these races, and the media feeds it up. I was watching this video, and it's of what's this mega coon name is Darren Davis. And if you don't know who Darren Davis is, think of him as the real life Uncle Ruckus. Um, this was the black man who he's been viral before for decades, but this was the black man who uh, befriends KKK members, and he's basically a black apologist, and white liberals love him too. Don't think that it's just like racist white people. The few racist white people that can put up with him. No, no, no. Liberals love this shit too because they like seeing this type of shit. They like reversing the roles and making black men look like bitches when it comes to white supremacy, and then you have black women doing the most, taking down Confederate statues, and organizing protests, while niggas are just kissing white ass and trying to date white girls. See, they love that, and and Chrissy picked it up, and she fell for it. And this is why I have to set the record straight for all of this, because it's a freaking game. I'm watching this interview of this coon, and they have a black woman with an afro um, interviewing interviewing him, and they know that something is wrong. They want to feed into that mind to black women that your men aren't worth shit. Your men are out here cowarding and they're with white women, and they're apologists, and you're the one doing all the work, and you're the muscle, and something needs to be done. They're doing this on purpose, and you're falling for it, Chrissy. You're falling for it. That's the media keeps pushing these coons, and they're pushing this new dude, this Shaquem dude from South Carolina. He's all hugged up with a white supremacist, talking about we're working. I haven't seen the video yet. I meant to see the video of them, but these two idiots are just hugged up, and it's this supposed white nationalists teaming up with the black nationalists, and we're going to try to live separate but equal. And they know that black women feed into that shit, and they just be like, man, something's wrong with these dudes. And what's funny is that nobody wants to admit that, hey, there are bedwenches, hey, there are black female coons, and this is why the Roots / very smart simps, aka very smart brothers, made this article talking about how people shouldn't be throwing around Negro bedwench. Granted, yeah, some people throw it around unnecessarily, but the word does apply to some. As a black man, if if you date a white woman, how sisters are gonna retaliate. Maybe not in public, but I'm just saying in the viral world, viral sense. The internet. That your face will be the poster child of black men are coons. Black men can't handle the strong, independent black woman. The weak ass black man who wants a docile, submissive white bitch because she can't think for herself. That you can't do half the shit black women can do when it comes to interracial dating. Black women can walk around saying, white boys are better, Asians are better, Don't question me on how pro black I am when I'm dating other races of men. They can move the goalposts. And even with black female coons, it's treated as an anomaly. Like, nobody says, like, nobody puts together, like, damn, what's up with Omarosa? What's up with Stacey Dash? What's up with Joy Villa? What's up with these black female commentators on contributors on Fox News? You know, what's up with Antonia Okafor? You know, nobody puts those together and say, like, man, there's something wrong. Like, what's up with these bougie ass, coon ass chicks? Black chicks. Nobody wants to do that. But it always falls on brothers, and we end up looking so goofy. It's another freaking embarrassment because now you have this niggas fighting over Tommy Lauren, and like you have Tommy Sotomayor, and he's jealous that some other black guy is dating Tommy Lauren, and he's like, well, I had sex with her, and now he's trolling, trying to get views and get viral for his allegations that he had sex with her. And, yes, there is a problem with black men when it comes to activism, but the problem is the media, and I feel like it's balanced. Like you have you have your coons, you have your pro blacks, but the problem is, like I said before, the media only looks at the coons and the black women, or the monolith of the matriarchs. They're the ones who are carrying the burdens of the black community, and like black men are these, like, we're just absent, like we're just off somewhere, not even paying a goddamn attention. And the media knows not to put the camera on certain black men, or specifically black activists. They're not reminding black women of the unapologetical blackness of Khalid Muhammad. How many of these black feminists or these millennial, radical black girls are, quoting or even know who, Khalid Muhammad is? They don't know. They don't know who he is. These sisters complaining about how brothers aren't well put together. They're still sagging their pants. They can't even wear a suit right. They just look, they lost. They don't know how to treat or value women. But how many sisters were eyeing, or even for checking for or eyeing or checking for the Nation of Islam, the brothers in there? There was no, I didn't see any black celebrities, black activists, or whatever, female activists talking about, I admire the black men of the Nation of Islam, because you seeing, black boys being tailored to be men, and they're fighting for black women, and they're in the streets, they're teaching each other how to treat women. No, they don't. Because the problem is that those brothers treat women too well, and it's like, y'all sisters don't want to be like, I don't want to wear hijab. I don't want to be cooking all day. I couldn't wear that. Truth be told. And even though I feel some type of way about Tariq sometimes, even though they give him the camera, they kind of use him for shits and giggles, and it doesn't, despite his work, it still gets treated, it still gets dismissed, and it's not enough to counter the bullshit that black men are on, or what the coons are on. And so it's a never-ending battle. It's just Um, we fuck up every time. And I won't even say it's our fault for the mass media promotion of Coons, but we can still get these brothers checked. And this shock him, dude, he needs to be checked quick, man. Because I'm tired of seeing the headline of black nationalists with white supremacists working together. I'm like, not even the pro blacks are coons. I'm like, we can't even get a freaking title anymore. It's like it's obsolete. It's meaningless. Like black nationalist is gonna be the new black apologist. And I fucking can't take it anymore.